Hey, honey?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Retro Reviews, a review show where we go through my copious amounts of gaming books, one book at a time. And in order to keep me from rambling, we have Laura with us.
Hi everybody. So I'm going to ask Fen a bunch of questions about the book, and that'll help keep us on track. So what book do we have tonight?
We have Monster of the Week, Tome of Mysteries.
Okay.
A little part dose of last week's episode.
Yeah. So last week we had the Monster of the Week, and this, I guess, is a continuation of that.
Yeah, this book is basically like the Dungeon Master's Guide for Monster of the Week. There's a lot of tips and techniques for running your games, doing one-shots, running games at conventions, building your game. Instead of being around monsters, about being paranormal, weird stuff happening that doesn't really have a set monster to fight. There's some new adventure ideas in here as well. There's also stuff for being able to play like Stranger Things style games with having young characters. There's even like a couple of cool little adventures that have been written in here to pre-build to use right out of the book. So I got some more monster stats.
Fun. So where'd you get this book?
+1 Gaming over in Metairie.
Okay.
Yeah. I was actually surprised we went over there. So we were over in Metairie when we were doing the whole thing of like trying to find shelves.
Right. Yeah, last winter we were running all around New Orleans and neighboring town, Metairie, looking for more bookshelves, because in addition to copious amounts of role-playing books between the two of us, we just have a copious amount of books. So, yeah. Stopped at +1 Gaming, and you picked it up.
Yep.
Cool. So what do you like about this book?
I like the idea of this has got a lot more different special abilities for your characters, a lot of different other character builds, different ways to run games. It really expands out the toolbox for the DM.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Is there something you didn't like about this book?
Still not enough monster stats. There's a few more in here. There's like cybernetically enhanced monkeys.
That's creepy. It's a monster, so.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool to actually see a lot of classic monsters kind of like gone through, like they go through and give you some examples, just to be able to help you out with having. So I could have a monster manual for Monster of the Week. I could flip through, like we do for Recipe Roulette. I can just open to a page at random, and we'll fight what's inside.
Right.
Don't even put the book in alphabetical order. Just have random monsters throughout it.
Totally random. Well, maybe you need to write that monster manual.
Ooh, that would totally be a cool one. Should get in touch with the author of this series. It's Michael Sands. Michael Sands. I will totally be down to write a Monster of the Week Tome of Monsters.
That's cool. Would you recommend this to other gamers?
Yes, because while Monster of the Week, the core book, has stuff in here, a lot of the advice and articles that are written for this one is, some of them are set to Monster of the Week, but a lot of the other ones are just really good resources for being able to run any sort of modern day science fiction, modern day fantasy setting, stories. It's a genre that ends up being quite complicated because my own modern day fiction book that I'm working on, I got it set in the late 90s because I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with cell phones and the internet and all this stuff.
Yeah, right.
I mean, when we were teenagers, it was a lot more of a magical time.
And the before times.
The long, long ago. Alright, we're waxing nostalgic.
Okay, so you're planning to keep this book?
I'm planning to keep this book. I think Monster of the Week, both books I've got so far are going right next to Index Card RPG and going to be some of my go-to games to run. This is really nice for using for a modern day setting. Index Card RPG can be good either high fantasy or far future sci-fi. All three of the books, I would have the other one with me, but I didn't get prepped up for talking about all three. But these two books, you don't need to have the Tome of Mysteries on hand. You might, but still, together, these weigh about the same as like one Warhammer 40k Codex and take up a heck of a lot less space in my backpack than a Warhammer 40k rulebook. So, these are easy. Just throw them in your bag, like a dozen D6s to be able to play the game with your friends, and a notebook such as the size that Laura's using, and you're good to go. Really love how portable this game is.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, those are all my questions.
And those are all my answers, but if any of you out there got some questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments section. Also, while you're interacting, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all those things to let YouTube know we're doing a good job, and we'll see you back next Thursday for some more retro reviews.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Peace.